Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to my brothers and sisters and cousins and friends. I am Sandra Drew of Aquarius School for Kids, an oasis of early learning with the African child in mind. I am here to help you learn how to teach your child how to read. Now, we've been together for a little while, and we have been learning about the 5 components of literacy. And we've also learned about some prerequisites for reading readiness for your child. And the last time we were together, I gave you some strategies or some activities that you can do for reading instruction for phonemic awareness, specifically for the sound. Now, what I want to do today is I want to continue with that and add another sound. I want to show you how you can review what you taught your child, add a little bit more, and then move on to the new concept or the new letter sound that you're going to instruct, that you're going to teach. Okay, so let's just delve right into it, okay? So, a way that you can present or review to your child, you can do something like this. This is pretty much a role play, okay? So last time we were together, we practiced a sound. What sound did we practice? Do you remember? Very good. The sound was mmm. Yes, we put our lips together and we made the sound mmm. Very good. Now, can you think of some words that begin with the sound? Okay, very good. You remembered. That's right. We know that the word man begins with the sound. Repeat after me. Say man. Man. Very good. We also know that milk begins with the sound milk. And we also know that map begins with the sound map. Can you think of another word that might begin with the sound Maybe something we did not talk about before? Okay. That's great. Wonderful. Well, I came up with some new words as well for myself. What about the word moon? That begins with the sound M. And then there's mouse. Can you say mouse? Very good. And then there's money. Money. Very good. Very, very good. Now, that's one way that you can review the sound, by going back to some of the things that you already talked about and adding a little bit more. Now, what I want to do is extend it. I want to extend from the word map. And from the word map, I want to add a little social studies to it. I'm going to show them how there are countries that begin with the sound Okay, it's a way of not explicitly teaching about countries, but a way of incorporating it with the sound. You'll see what I mean in a second, okay? So, here we go. All right, let's look at our map. We know that map begins with the sound. Now, we can find places where people live that begin with the sound So we're going to look on our map, and we're going to look at these different places that people live. Now, a map is a way that we can, like, if we were to look down on the earth and we can chart out what we see, that's what a map kind of basically is. You can have a map of your house, a map of your room. In this case, a map of the world. Okay? So over here on our map, there is a country, and the country is called Mexico. Have you ever heard of Mexico? Say Mexico. Very good. Mexico begins with the sound. That's right. It begins with the sound Now, let's go over here to move from Mexico. And Mexico is near where we live here in the United States. But now we're going to move across the waters to a big land area that we call the motherland. Everyone say motherland. Good. Motherland begins with the sound And the motherland for us is Africa. Now, there are some countries in Africa that begin with the sound There's Mali. Can you say Mali? Good. There's Morocco. Can you say Morocco? Great. And then over here we have Madagascar. Can you say that? Madagascar. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So many things begin with the sound And do you know, with we can hold that sound forever. Let's try it. Ooh, I just ran out of breath. We can hold that sound forever. Well, today, I want to teach you another sound, a sound that we can hold forever, okay? Listen to today's sound. Ah. Can you say that? That sounds good. Let's try it again. Ah. I know you know that sound. That sound is similar to like when you go to the doctor and he says or she says to stick your tongue out and you have to make a sound. Ah. That's our new sound today. Ah. And just like you can hold ah forever. You try it. Woo, you are holding that sound ah forever. Forever. Well, I have a few things that begin with the sound ah. You ready? That wasn't a very good ah. Let me try it again. Ah. All right. Here are some words that begin with the sound ah. Apple. Can you say apple? Good job. Let's try it again. Apple. That's right. We're going to drag out that beginning sound. Here's another one. Alligator. Alligator. Do you hear ah at the beginning of alligator? I do too. And here's another one. This is one of my favorite words. You ready? Africa. 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 Very, very good. So we just learned 3 words that begin with the sound ah. I bet you can come up with some more. Who said antelope? My goodness, you know your animals. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, so you just saw my demonstration of how you can review the first sound, which was and then add on to the next sound, which is ah. Now I'm going to tell you some activities that you can do with the sound ah. You can color a map of Africa. You can simply print out a map from online, and then they can color into different countries with different colors and just keep saying Africa. And what sound does Africa begin with? Okay, so that's a hands-on activity you can do. You can make some caramel apples. You might want to go to the market and buy some apples, and you have some caramel, and you can, get the apple and you melt the caramel and dip it in there, and then you have some caramel apples, okay? Or you might buy some apricots, okay? So those are some things that you can do with the sound ah. Another thing that you can do is do a read aloud. Just like we did a read aloud for the sound with Marvelous Me, you can do a read aloud. So these are some of the things that we can do with the sound ah. Okay, so we've gone over the review and we've gone over the new sound. Now, what I'm going to do in our next time that we come together, I am going to extend it. I'm going to review the first sound, review the second sound, and add something onto it, and then do a third sound. Now, all of this does not have to be done in 1 week. You can spend a whole week on the sound and add some different activities to it. Or you might spend 3 days and then introduce the second sound. However you deem is the best thing for your child. I rather take it slowly. I rather do at least 2 days on one sound and then add another one. That's what I rather do. Okay, but you pace yourself and see how it goes with your child, what's best for you. Okay, so that's all that we are going to focus on today. I hope you gained a lot from what we worked on today. Please be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. If you have any questions or you have any other suggestions on how you can represent that sound, you can put it in the comments so you can help other people who are actually viewing this video as well. Also, be sure to go to my website, which is www.aquariusschoolforkids.com, and you can find some resources for your little one. We have books with sight words in it. Your child may be at that level. We have a book where you can practice handwriting. I know we haven't gotten to the phonics yet. That's something you might want to get. And also there's a book that just has blank pages. You remember in a former video I talked about writing and drawing lines and doing circles on just a blank page? I have a book that just has the blank pages, and the great thing about it is the cover. It's a beautiful cover that shows a beautiful black children. So every time they get their little writing book, they can see themselves on the cover. Okay, so that's kind of the point of that book. Because of course you can get a piece of paper and just scribble on it if you want to, give it to your child. Or you can get this nice workbook with a beautiful cover on it so your child can see himself and herself every time they work in it. And then also you can have the work all together in one place instead of all the papers all over the place. Okay, so anywho, I thank you once again for joining me here on join me here on Aquarius School for Kids, and visit my website www.aquariusschoolforkids.com. I'm telling you, talking to a camera with nobody in the room is not the easiest thing in the world, but it's okay. I'm getting used to it, and I'm going to get better, and we're going to get better together. Thank you so much for trusting me with your time, and I look forward to seeing you and working with you next time. All right, take care. Bye-bye.